It is now Fitness Friday on Abilene Today, where we dig into facts, fiction, and ways to bring fitness to our lives, because we all need a little more fitness in there. Joining me this morning is Leo Simonetti, putting us on the path to better health. Good morning, Leo.
Good morning, Joni. How are you doing this morning?
You swam in here to see us. No, not really. you almost had to.
Practically, it's pretty bad.
How to do a little rowing motion, perhaps, with that? Put your back into it. Is that what they say?
Yeah. And then, speaking on that note, this week we're going to talk a little bit about back strength.
Yep.
And getting into the importance of it in our lives. So, in the world we live in, it's really, you do it without even realizing it, but almost everything we do from the moment we wake up to the moment we lay down and go to sleep, we're pushing. We're reaching over to turn off our alarm. We're putting our clothes on. We are getting in our cars, reaching over to grab our steering wheel.
Even driving, it requires pushing motions.
Absolutely. And, grabbing food, doing anything, it requires us to reach out.
Yes.
Now, over years and years and years of this, these muscles, these pushing muscles, are getting well trained. However, your pulling movements are never getting trained. So what that looks like, getting into your later years, if you don't ever train, you tend to see us start to hunch over.
Okay.
And we start to lose a lot of back strength, which will cause not only a lower quality of life, but a shorter lifespan.
Okay.
So training the back and keeping the back healthy to keep the back upright.
So that when you see people like this, a lot
crucial.
of it has to do with the fact that we've lost that back strength.
Absolutely. It's what's called, you have an imbalance of muscles.
Okay.
The anterior muscles are stronger than the back.
Okay.
So learning to train those is a crucial part. Now I'm going to go through a few movements, something you can do all the way from home, all the way working it up into a gym.
Okay.
Going from easiest to hardest, simply just standing here, and you can do this anywhere from home, just rotating your shoulders back. I'll even kind of rotate so you can see it. Notice how I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together. Just doing movements like that, a nice squeeze, coming back and relaxing. If you're really new, if you're just getting into it, that back hasn't been trained, that's a great movement to hit.
Okay.
I highly recommend, if you can, they're pretty cheap. You can find them online for like $10, some kind of bands. These bands are great for creating some tension, something you can pull on. Once that back's starting to get well trained, you can start to create some movement there in the back and add some resistance.
As simple as that, just holding it with one and pulling with the other.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can use large bands as well. I have a large band here with me, and we can do something what I call a pull apart, where you grab that band and you're squeezing it apart. This is a little bit more advanced than that last movement I just showed you, but it works a lot of that musculature in your back, your scapula, and pulls those shoulder blades back. So it'll strengthen those muscles, keep them tight.
Those are super simple.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we can even do stuff with push-up positions. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this last one here. It's almost like a push-up, except you're rotating your shoulders back and pushing them back through the ground. Now it looks a lot more simple than it is.
It's just rotating. It's just the shoulders.
It is. It's just rotating those shoulders back. So
it is a little more advanced.
Lots of ways, and that's going to work into movements that we can't demonstrate here, but TRX rows. You grab a TRX strap and you row with that. You grab some dumbbells, lots of pulling movements. There's plenty of stuff you can hit in the gym with those rowing motions. But I mean, just simply grabbing a couple bands
those are great.
Or rotating your shoulders back is a great way to keep your back healthy and prevent that muscle imbalance from happening.
Something you can do at home without, if you can't get to a gym and you have one of those at home, just a simple movement.
Absolutely.
Perfect things, and then you create that balance, keep us from all
exactly. We can have a longer, happier, healthier life.
Man, that's a great one. I love that. I'm like, okay, just because I can't get to the gym today doesn't mean I won't be doing something today.
Absolutely.
All right, Leo, I appreciate you coming and sharing this with us. Okay, guys, we want a longer, happier, healthier life. If you have questions for Leo, we want you to ask him. We would love for you to hear from you. If you have any questions at all, you can certainly contact him. The information's on your screen. You can go to Instagram, Facebook, or his email, leojsimonetti@gmail.com, and he will answer those questions on one of our segments.